Oh, there's more levels on these. Not that I have enough money for
Yeah, I
any of
suppose
it.
because you weren't recording. For context, I was talking about the prospect of the mold, yes, while potentially replacing or taking over Ethan's body, that because it can suck up consciousnesses, that somehow his consciousness has still remained separate
I can feel
and
Lord
in
Heisenberg's
his
essence
body,
through it.
therefore making it appear as though he really has just continued his existence as himself, even if he says the mold. But then the question is, then what about the big mold? Are all doomed to be reincorporated into its mass and all the memories stored and contained within? Or can people just exist as mold entities forever? At which point, how would it be no different than, say,
Interesting
I know that
selection.
for some science fiction, people have speculated that in the distant future it might be possible for someone's consciousness to be
Looking
copied
forward
over
to testing it
to
out.
something somehow, but, you know, as a data of some sort, I don't really know if that would be your consciousness anymore, because you'd have to be able to operate your consciousness off of the storage or device, at which point would there be two
These hands
consciousnesses,
are
at which
more
point would your
dexterous than
biological
one might think.
consciousness
Please,
cease to be?
be well. Thanks.
Or would you have two separate entities? I don't know. But unfortunately, that's a terrible conundrum.
I would definitely let people try it first.
But it's one of those things where, you know, is there a potential future? Like, what is the downside to this mold? Because if the mold is like, yeah, replace your body with mold, but you can keep your consciousness, is there a reason for humans to exist anymore? There has to be a downside to the mold.
Well, I mean, it seemed like there potential for mind control, mutations, sanity loss. I mean,
Yeah,
remember, they were Mother
A lot of
Miranda's
people
been
just
trying
aren't
to infect
compatible with
people
it.
left and right for
Yeah.
ages. Ethan is probably the sanest mold person we've encountered in the game.
Uh-huh. I mean, so sane that he's convinced that he's still... Oh, wait a minute. You never did get that key, did you? And the
it's
box
gone.
is gone. Yeah, I suppose you could have... Maybe...
Yeah, maybe opened it up. It's one of those where it's like, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm like, it would have...
Out of my way.
It would have netted me maybe like 1 or 2 upgrades. Tops.
Yeah, maybe it does have an immensely low success rate. How many corpses have we come across in this game? Because that would be a good indicator.
I mean, yeah.
So let's go say that we've killed over 400 villagers, and you had the 4 great entities. That would put it at a very low percentage.
Plus maybe like...
I gotta keep going.
Little Ava, my beautiful daughter, come to me. Ava, is that you? Oh, how I've missed you. What? My power is leaving me.
Rose! Miranda!
Interesting. Your body certainly is normal.
Give Rose to me. Now!
You will see. Once I kill you properly,
Get her now! Let go!
I've spent a lifetime creating this moment, and you try to take it away from me. I will take what is due. My desires will be fulfilled.
No!
Rose is mine!
What the fuck?
You fulfilled your purpose, Mr. Winters. You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamycete. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with true happiness. So now you can die peacefully and permanently.
I'm not letting you get away.
Aha!
There's nothing to fear. Come now. Just don't resist. You understand the love of a parent and child, don't you? How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
You won't interfere.
I really dislike
I've
it
never
when
seen a human live without his heart. Are you sure you're not one of them? Your time is up! Now die!
it must be doing a lot of damage to her to get her to use all of her sayings. I was going to mention that
Cease this foolishness.
I really dislike it
The
when
Megamycete
villains.
saved me from the pits of despair. It granted me this splendid power.
Yeah, right. All it's done is drive you nuts.
When they say, "You're a parent, you should let me
After
have your
all,
child,"
Everyone dies.
and you go, "Well, if you understand what it's like to be a parent, then why would you take another
Hold still.
child away from theirs?"
Will this kill you?
Oh, that's
I can take
interesting.
any form I desire. A bird, a beast, a hag, even your loving wife. Oh, great Megamycete, hear my prayer!
Uh-oh. You okay?
Now, Mr. Winters, I think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on, rest now.
The hell I will.
If I combine Rose with a Megamycete, my daughter will be made manifest at last! I've waited a century! All for this
You
day!
might want to heal.
Why won't you die?
That sucks.
Why do you interfere? Surely you have no need for us now, so close to death.
She's my goddamn daughter. You psycho.
Did you have anything to heal yourself with?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, what do we got next?
I shall put you to rest. I will see my hopes fulfilled. I must die. you still stand?
There we go.
Die. This is the end. The villagers, those four legion, they could do nothing to assuage my years of loneliness.
Ever think the problem might be you, Miranda? You're not capable of real love.
Curse this ramshackle village. All I need is Rose.
Okay, what else do I got?
Yeah, I suppose you have the sniper rifle and...
Oh,
Uh-oh.
cutscene fight.
This is how you end, Ethan Winters. To ensure I never see your face again, I will feed.
Oh, that'd do it.
Rose!
Kind of looks like Duke.
It's all right, Rose. It's all right.
There's a clean baby for being chopped up and then put back together.
And all the mold stuff. Also, he's all mold.
Ethan! Ethan! Come on, Ethan. Come on, Ethan, wake up. Oh, no.
Chris,
Ethan, you did it. It's finished.
I think we've finished each other.
Ethan, we gotta move.
It's the Megamycete, isn't it?
Keep moving, Ethan. There's a bomb in that thing that'll blow this whole village sky high. Hey, look at me. When I hit this trigger, we can't be anywhere near it. Ah, damn it. Mia's waiting for you. She's alive, you hear me? Alive.
Mia, I'm so sorry. I love you. Keep Rose safe.
Hey. And you tell yourself. Now come on, it's not that much further.
Watch over her. Teach her to be strong.
God damn it.
Oh, he took it.
Goodbye, Rosemary.
Ethan. Go. Go, take us up now.
Wait! Where's Ethan?
Hey.
Get moving. We have to get clear.
No, we can't go, not without my husband.
Mia, sit down and strap in.
Not before you tell me where Ethan is. I know he wouldn't abandon us. Tell me what's going on. Where? What was that?
I told you to sit down.
No. Where is he? Chris? What have you done?
He's gone. I tried. He stayed so we could all escape. I'm sorry.
Captain, you need to see this. BSAA didn't send soldiers. This is a bioweapon.
What the hell were they thinking?
Ugh.
Orders, Captain.
Pick up the rest of the squad. Plot a course for BSAA Europe HQ. Someone's gotta pay.
So that's why Chris is no longer with the BSAA. And I guess they, yes, are using bioweapons now.
Or are they gonna have another ending?
Maybe we just get to see how the book ended. Well, that was really good. It had its rough edges, mostly just having to do with that initial hour was really awkward and slow. Like, I feel like Resident Evil 2 started smoother. 7 was wonky.
And
I don't know
aside
about
from
7.
Ethan getting impaled a lot in the Dimitrescu section, the
It
rest
wasn't
of
as
it was
body horror-y.
Yeah.
It was really just kind of rough in the beginning, and then it's just like... Then Ethan just did whatever. Hopefully this doesn't freeze during the credits.
Wait,
I don't think so. What's up?
the song is the story. Like if you hear the girl singing.
I would like to see this with subtitles.
Yearning for dark
Gifts
shadows.
we gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more in turn is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror. Her parents, though, had searched all day and at last arrived. With rampant rage, Father fought the witch, while Mother's loving touch shattered the dark enchantment. But the witch was strong, and Father yelled, "Save our daughter!" So Mother bore their child to safety as the forest was consumed.
That is a kick-ass
Even now,
dad.
The burnt forest is a grim reminder of father's sacrifice. To this day, any child who stares too long into the charred wasteland will be haunted by nightmares of getting lost while picking berries.
Anyway. You were saying?
What was I saying?
I forget.
Oh, just about... Yeah, like, and I liked how varied the different challenge labyrinth areas were.
All of them were memorable. I think the fish one was probably the weakest. Just because, like...
It was just avoid fish and push levers.
Yeah. It was kind of fun. The dollhouse was neat once, but if like I ever played this game again, I think I would resent its existence just for the inconvenience of it. I'm really surprised that Demetresque was first and finished off generally so fast. You know, for how much hype she had accrued, she was almost kind of wasted.
Yeah. And it almost felt like it was front-loaded.
Yeah.
Where she was one of the better parts, and like that mansion was closest to the old school searching around a building and finding all the keys and solving puzzles and unlocking doors. But and they have this little story going on here too.
I don't know. I almost kind of wish that we had bounced back and forth between all of their locations a couple of times and even seen them interact together a little bit more.
Oh no!
What even is this?
What happened to the mother? Yeah, and she's dying there. I don't know if this is supposed to be a backstory for another character or...
I don't think it's the story of Mother Miranda, unless this is Miranda as the child, maybe. Oh, this is Ethan, me, and Rose. But, no?
But the woman is the one who gets buried.
The mother just died.
Now this is the child dying of illness by the looks of it. Coughing up blood.
Bake me a remember?
Oh, well, this person's saying... Wait, this person has a baby in their hands and they're saying, go this way with your child.
Yeah.
Oh, watch it be that Miranda or someone else had gotten offered to the mold. Yeah, people seem to be flocking to this church or this...
Yeah, she had to have had a husband. Miranda, yeah, but Mother Miranda wouldn't have died in that situation. Yeah, this is probably Mother Miranda. Yeah, this is how she converted everyone in the village.
Yeah, she even has the raven mask and the robes.
Mm-hmm.
Daughter seems well again. But then what? People are starting to get sick?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like even the father had gotten a shot too. Yep, and there's the kiddo.
So in Resident Evil 4, the credits sequence also shows how the villain mutated the whole village. Got it. Yeah, I still haven't played that one. It's up on the list.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's not feeling too well.
Yeah, so he turns and potentially... kills a horse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like he becomes a lichen.
Yep. That's cool. Now we just gotta figure out what the next Resident Evil we play and win. Because, yeah, we still have Resident Evil 3 to put up.
Oh. After credit scene. Uh-huh.
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Nobody can touch the moon. It's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, then you can touch it, but it'd be very, very cold.
You were being silly. I don't think the moon feels like a killer whale.
It does. But if...
This is a memorial park. Is Rose leaving
Flowers at
flowers?
Ethan's grave?
Yep.
Yeah, Ethan Winters.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday.
In loving memory of Ethan Winters.
Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is. Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed. Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa. Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
We have a clear shot.
Stand down. I can handle it. She's just a kid.
Way to keep it together, Rose.
You're a lot like him, you know?
I know.
Does she know because she has memories of what went on because of the Megamycete?
No, because if the Megamycete is
then
dead...
she would have died along with it. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
But then what are her powers? Also, it seems like they had people willing to kill her then and there if she tried acting out.
Yeah.
But maybe they are calling upon her to use her abilities for their organization, whatever it is.
The father's story is now done.
Yeah, so they're gonna have a sequel with her.
Maybe.
I
it
mean,
would be interesting if, yeah, the next, like, if she becomes a protagonist, if she did actually have powers.
precisely what I was wanting.
But I feel like that would throw off how the game plays. Like, I almost feel like that would be this
That'd
weird
be an
power
action
fantasy game.
Yeah.
That's just like pure goof.
Great dad. Best dad ever.
Okay, challenges in the extra content shop. So, complete challenges listed to get completion points can be traded for stuff. So we also have...
the various
Oh, the Village of
videos.
Shadows full version. Right, so we can watch the whole thing. Creating the Village of Shadows.
Design of Resident Evil Village. I like how they have the little features in there.
Yep. I think there's a number of things that I didn't unlock because, you know, we didn't do all the...
We didn't kill all the goats.
Yeah. So the mercenaries. Sure. So that's, I think, Chris's gun, Chris's knife, Chris's pistol. Oh, the other gun. So this is a different one.
We'll check out other shop, unless this is all the shop.
Yeah.
Release none of the concept art or anything else behind the shop. You can buy concept art too? Okay, don't buy anything else.
Well, I can't buy any of these anyway. So it doesn't matter. So hand cannon, rocket pistol.
Oh, so there's the lightsaber.
SSS rank in the mercenaries. Let's see. Infinite ammo for every single different gun.
Infinite ammo.
For the grenade launcher. Well, that would definitely change some things. Personally, I realized it was kind of cheesy in Resident Evil 2, but I almost kind of preferred being able to buy those as, like, a DLC item.
Wait, what?
Character viewer. Holy shit, it keeps going. I'm gonna not. Furious.
Can we look at the concept art? Not that we need to do that on stream, but I like talking about things as we go over the concept art for the game.
Let's hope I can just flip through. Okay, there we go.
Oh. The original idea was to have Mia in a wheelchair due to the events of the previous game. Dues to the event of the previous game.
Oh yeah,
really?
she was wearing Ethan's jacket.
Yeah. Oh. You have started recording again? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm recording. I have been. Create the impression of Evelyn's influence, so we included green in her key colors. Yeah, there's also an idea that Rose would fight some of Ethan's enemies. Interesting. This is actually kind of cool. I don't think I want to go through this. Because there's tons. But I like the little comments. We'll look at them for the main characters, probably, and maybe a couple more.
Okay.
I like this Chris better. He looks less Drubbins. I think the point is, like, this makes him look a little bit more confident. These two just make him look kind of... I don't know.
Maybe it's that his face seems a little longer.
Yeah.
In the concept art on the right.
And his hair seems...
shaggier.
Yeah.
Longer.
Hound wolves. People.
People in the village.
I think the other problem I run into...
Yeah, why did they decide this design for Duke? What did you think of Duke? Was it just annoying to you that he never seemed to have enough ammo on hand?
Yeah. I really wish he had actually just sold a ridiculous amount of ammo, so if I wanted to have weak guns but infinite bullets, I could have done that. Which is exactly why they didn't. I like how they gave him, like, a really pronounced boob with nipple through his coat. Like...
Yep.
Why?
Originally going to make his entrance with a runaway carriage and his horses running wild, but it was axed during development. Oh, they symbolize what? The sun? Space as well as eternity.
There's just so much. I'm going to start
can you
flipping...
go back to the dolls?
If you want to look at these things, that's...
Oh, and that's also the crystal stuff.
Yeah. So I just kind of want to flip through these, so if people want to,
but
like,
it's interesting how they
pause and look at
tied
this
in
stuff.
with this in with an umbrella. that
Yeah.
they had
Well,
the Dr. Spencer.
I think the implication is that there is this overarching secret organization that caused all of this, that has been around for centuries.
Mm-hmm.
You know how Chris was looking for a connection to something? Urias Treasure is his older brother. He used to be the leader of the village.
Mm.
Let's see.
3 black roses represent the daughters.
Yep. But so I'm just going to be flipping through this. Just in case anybody wants to pause and read the comments.
Mm-hmm.
We can read them on our own later, but it's going to take a considerable amount of time to do so. But also, it's just kind of fun to look at these things. But I like this. Part of the reason why I never got into the Resident Evil series beyond Darkside Chronicles is because it seemed like after Resident Evil 5, they kind of lost the script. You know, 5 seemed kind of goofy, and then 6 seemed real weird. And yeesh, I don't want to look at that for too long.
At the same time, when you described Resident Evil 7 to me as being Louisiana,
yeah, I wasn't sold on it either. It was a
people,
good game.
yeah.
It just felt like an odd Resident Evil game. And I think a lot of people commented on that it felt like a more traditional
slasher, like a thing out of Saw.
Yeah,
or something.
It felt
Ooh,
like
all
a
those
more
eyeballs.
traditional horror game as opposed to a Resident Evil thing. There's still goofy stuff here and there, and there was still clearly, you know, Umbrella Corporation's influence. But it felt like, yeah, it felt slightly more like Outlast, but you could fight back. And so I think it was a really successful game and a very good return to form for them. But it didn't really feel like a Resident Evil game.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this feels like a Resident Evil game that still maintains that level of quality that they had in 7. Personally, I hope for 9 and onwards they do go back to the third-person shooting just because it feels so much more comfortable in that manner.
Yeah, and it would give you an opportunity to see more of the character as they animate, and I think that's what I always liked about the older games, whereas this, they didn't even bother to show Ethan's face in any respect, but Rose seems to be a character in and of herself, so if she is going to be the protagonist of the next game, then hopefully it's going to be third person. But who knows? Depending on what her powers are, you might have magic or some kind of abilities affiliated with the whatever she's inherited.
Her wings were made out of mold.
Ah.
Makes sense, honestly.
It does make sense. Oh, yeah.
It would actually be really
really
cool if they sold, like, a physical version of the Book of Shadows. Because, like, that would actually be a cool bit of merch.
Yep. There's the Weavers, horse, Miranda.
So you know the book where the girl is taken under a full moon is the same as the game story? Well.
Mm-hmm.
I also would say I would love to see them make a game in this, like, visual style. Because it was so impressive looking.
Yeah, it's whimsical. It was cute.
Whimsical but spooky. Ah. I remember prior to this game's release, everybody was thinking that Chris had gotten mind-controlled somehow. And turned into one of the bad, one of the goons. I do hope
they were really just trying to keep Rose away from Miranda.
Yeah. I do hope they take their time with Resident Evil 9 and keep working on those remasters.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, like, I really liked Resident Evil 2 and 3. Like, they were fun to play. I think 3 was maybe a bit too short, but it felt mostly satisfying. 2 was just so good.
And one I liked because it was still the original game.
Yeah. I would love to see them actually go back and make a full-on, full-detail 1 remaster where it plays like 2, but it has, like, the same manner to explore. Or even make it even bigger. Just go nuts. Wait, hold up. Oh, no. For a second, I thought they gave Heisenberg a trucker hat for that one. I was like, what? Why? But no.
Concept art of the inside of the buildings.
They never let us go into Demetresque's weird room.
Yep.
Down
Whatever
below.
she had gone into.
There weren't a whole lot of doors that we were never able to open. I think that was, like, one of the only ones. Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. Some of them look like they're photo bashes. And then other ones look like they've been painted.
People are bringing up Hippoterra, seeing as I'm talking about Book of Shadows. Shell and I played it. Unfortunately, the whole soundtrack is copyrighted, which sucks. I'll probably put it up anyway this week. Copyright or no? I really am disappointed we didn't
You like that dagger?
Yeah, it was so much better than the stupid little hunting dagger. And, like, it would have been really cool if,
You just use it the rest of the game and
Yeah.
maybe it's more powerful,
yeah,
but
it does,
only
like,
slightly.
a little bit more damage, or is, like, really good against trash mobs. But that means you have to fight them in melee. Let's see. What else was I gonna say? The other series I'd like to play kind of in the same genre is, we still haven't played the Evil Within games. And I would like to give that a shot. Because I heard people say, because Evil Within 1 at least came out before Resident Evil 7. I think it was a bit of a bust, but a lot of people said that it felt more like a Resident Evil game than Resident Evil 7. And then I heard the second one is actually, like, just amazing. But because no one liked the first one, no one gave the second a shot. Wander hasn't played Evil Within? Not yet. It's on the list. But, like, just too many games, not enough time. Like, it is a problem.
Oh, hey, there's that BSAA soldier.
Yeah. Rotten and ruined organization who are using soldiers created with new technology.
So, another type of
Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance. They must have been prevalent in 5 and 6. Because I don't think they had been mentioned at all
I haven't
in 1
seen
through
them in
3, but I
anything
guess that would
else.
make sense. But yeah, we're probably going to play a decent amount of horror-ish games over the next year. Just because I've found out the secret to horror games being fun. One, I like the ones where I can actually fight back. Just because that gives me something to do other than just run away. Like, I don't think I'll ever be able to get into Outlast. But also,
That's why the baby section was so terrifying.
Yeah. But also, Shell's very easy to spook. Which is kind of fun.
Which was really spooky in the last
Yeah, you were much
night or
more
two.
afraid up until the baby section. And then after the baby section, you pretty much only got spooked by a handful
Moreau
of
didn't
things.
have much for jump scares.
Yeah, Moreau wasn't very spooky.
And Heisenberg's
was more of
wounds
kind of
were
like a dungeon crawl.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish they had given Chris, like, a hatchet.
Oh yeah, look at that.
That looks badass. Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance is an international counterterrorism organization sanctioned by the UN. It was formed during the War on Terrorism. Combating the rising use of biological weaponry since the collapse of Umbrella Pharmaceuticals.
The problem is, it looks like they've actually made
Their own, yeah.
creatures of their own, or souped up soldiers.
Yeah. I would enjoy going back to kind of the original characters, playing as Chris. for, you know, taking down the BSAA or something. But, like, I don't know. I
think it's hilarious in those concepts that they just show Ethan raising his gun to them just to be like, well, this is what the boss battle would kind of look like.
I think that might even be, like, a slightly painted over 3D model. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it might be.
At the very least, they copy and pasted it.
Yeah. So this is just storyboards. Yeah.
Guns. Okay, one thing I was going to gripe about a little bit in this game, I didn't like how we kept replacing our guns.
Yeah, where you would rather have some that you get, but they're new types.
I would rather have a bunch of different side grades with interesting functionalities. So, you know, a shotgun that doesn't fire as fast and might be slower to reload, but does a ton of damage. Or a shotgun that fires much faster, and maybe has a wider spread or something like that. You know, maybe have the weapon mods to switch in. Just because, like, I didn't really feel attached to any of the weapons. I guess I could only feel attached to the sniper rifle, mainly because I could do some fun things with it. But it was the only gun of its classification that didn't get replaced. They are nice looking guns, though, especially with the engravings. Like, I barely used the Magnum just because they only gave me, what, 12 bullets for the thing? Maybe a little bit more than that, and I blew a lot of them on big guys early on. What about a shotgun that only fires Dragon's Breath rounds? Like, I feel like that would have been so much more interesting than the linear weapon upgrade system, is that, like, you get almost a small talent tree per weapon that you invest resources into. Well, yeah, because we bought and are looking at all of them. This segment was, I think, my favorite part of the game, just the Heisenberg fight.
Really?
On that thing. Yeah, it was just fun. Like, the rest of the game was nice and tense and whatnot, but just mowing down Heisenberg with this dumbass tractor howitzer with the chainsaw shield, like, I don't know. I enjoyed that. And we're back. And we're done.
And yeah, Ethan is just faceless.
If you use the Magnum, I think after 1 or 2 shots, Miranda instantly changes to her next phase. Yeah, we skipped pretty quickly over the second phase, because that's when I was using the shotgun, and I started with the shotgun, then hit her a bunch with the Magnum, and that was kind of the end of it. It is fine. Anywho, it was a cool game. I liked it. And it was the perfect length. It was like, what, 12 hours?
Yeah.
Hey, art collector. I can buy more things. Whoozam. Not that it matters. So I doubt I will play through this again. The other problem is specifically I'd have to play through it.
Games to play.
Yeah, we have tons of other games to play, but also
you haven't released our series on Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, I might put that up after this. I probably might hold on to that until July. But we will see. I don't know. I'll just kind of put it up whenever. Yeah, try the mercenary mode. It's a roguelike. Huh. I might give that a shot, but probably on my own. Can I use the cool weapons that I buy via the online store in the mercenaries mode? Because I might look into that. That could be kind of fun. I don't know. I'll probably do a one-off on it as just kind of a, like, dead serious, like, hey, let's take a look at the mercenaries mode, seeing as that might be cool. But for now, at least, this is fun. We don't know what Resident Evil we're gonna play next. Obviously, we've still got 3 to put out, but I would probably like to play 0, 4, or Code Veronica.
How would we even play 4?
I've got it on PC.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We have access to every single Resident Evil game, as far as I know.
I just know it hasn't been remastered, and I remember it being available on
they
the
have
Wii
it's kind of like
GameCube, I think.
You can run it in a higher resolution, but the textures are still kind of old and muddy. You know, I think it might be slightly better.
And I know that 5 is potentially co-op, which would be fun.
5 and 6. So both of those we would play together. There was a Game Boy Color Resident Evil. Okay, well, maybe not that one. But yeah. Look at how many Resident Evil games I have. we can bring people on this journey. Not that it really matters too much. Oh no, wait, right. I don't know what Reverse is. I think Reverse is the, like, competitive multiplayer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's not out yet. I think they're kind of trying to go for, like, a... I have no idea. Let's see. But yeah, I've got Resident Evil Revelations and Revelations 2. Not that they really matter. I think Resistance was just the PvP shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2, 0, 6. And I own 5. Did I buy you a copy of 5, or...
Yeah, look, you got me one.
Oh yeah, I did. Cool. So yeah, we'll play them at some point. Let's see, there's also a mod that updates the textures for 4. Yeah. Though I think even, like, the Steam version is not actually half bad looking. I mean, yeah, it looks pretty old, but... Yeah, that looks pretty old. I'll have to look at it.
I mean, it's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but I don't know.
It's older.
Anywho. So, I guess with all that said, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.